Look, I'm your handy dad.
That was stupid. I probably have lines on my face now.
This video is made possible by Wikibuy. Wikibuy is a free Chrome plugin that automatically tells you if you're getting the best prices when you shop at hundreds of online stores, including Amazon.com. Amazon isn't always the low price leader that it once was, so install Wikibuy today and make sure you're always getting the best prices. Just go to HandyDadTV/WB or click here to get this free Chrome plugin. That's right, I said free. Thank you, Wikibuy.
Welcome to HandyDadTV. I am Chris Heider, your virtual dad in the cloud. And if this is your first time watching my channel, please consider subscribing. And today we are going to talk about mosquitoes. We hate mosquitoes. If you have mosquitoes, you're in the same boat as I am. If you don't have mosquitoes where you live, be very thankful. But here we have them, and they're a pain in the neck. And this is the third video in this series that I call Mosquito Wars. In my first episode, I took my backpack blower and I hacked it with a tank and an attachment that allows me to spray some mosquito repellent or insecticide. So I called it a mosquito bazooka. Kind of looks like Ghostbusters, right?
Heat 'em up.
In the second episode, I tried a homeopathic, I guess you could say, or an all-natural remedy to repel mosquitoes from my yard. It had beer and Epsom salts and blue mouthwash. Had to be blue.
Crabgrass potion. Mosquitoes, warts, the plague. Oh, there's just no demand for this stuff anymore.
Anyway, tried it out. Did not work at all. Okay? Made my yard smell really nice for a day. But other than that, didn't do a damn thing. So this year I cheated a little bit. I called a pro. Just for a trial application. And I didn't have their permission to take these pictures, but they came in and they had these backpack blowers with these tanks on them. And they sprayed my yard, and I took pictures of what they were doing so I could see how they did it and how much chemical they were putting on and whatnot. And so one of the things when you hire a professional to put down some kind of an insecticide, they have to leave you a card that says what type of material they put down. So that's my little cheat. I took that, went on the internet, and got the same kind of chemicals that they were using. Mama didn't raise no dummy. So for this episode, number 3, I'm actually trying something completely different. So I have 2 chemicals here. This one is called Bifin. This is an exact chemical that they used, and I got this online. It's the active ingredient is called bifenthrin. Okay, it's supposed to be derived from the chrysanthemum flower, and it's a natural insecticide. Natural insecticide, I don't know about how natural it is. It is a chemical that I'm spraying on my yard, but it is very common. This is what they use when they spray for mosquitoes. And this one is it's called Psychic CS. It's a controlled release insecticide. This one is cyfluthrin. Okay? They're both the same, supposedly, variant of the chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum flower in some way. I don't know. Anyway, all I know is these are the types of chemicals. This one's supposed to kill quickly, and this one's supposed to last longer. And the service that I hired was going to come every 3 weeks, so I'm thinking that's probably the amount of time that I should use in between my spraying, and so that's what I'm giving it a try this summer. Now I will say that I have tried these already and I got really good results, so they definitely do work. Plus the trial application that the pros did worked really well too, so I know that this is the right stuff to use. And the big problem was how to spray it. When I originally did this, there were 2 problems with it. Number 1, It's just a gravity feed. The tank up here has a tube, and the liquid flows down the tube and comes out the spray tip over here. It only flows if the head over there is lower than the tank. So that was number one. That was problem number one, because it wouldn't spray up. It would only spray down. So if I wanted to spray anywhere high in the tree, I'd have to get on a ladder, and that doesn't work for me. So I wasn't going to carry a ladder around the yard. The second problem was that it was too slow. This is a 1.5 gallon tank, and I would put about 1 gallon's worth of liquid in it. A gallon of water is 8 pounds. So putting another 8 pounds on my back, way up high like that, it's a little unwieldy. So, and not very comfortable. I did figure out a better way to put it on, but the bottom line is it's pretty darn heavy. So I put about 1 gallon in there. I could do my whole yard and still have some left over. So I wasn't spraying nearly as much as the pros were spraying. And it wasn't coming out as fast, okay? And so it'd take me about 45 minutes to do my yard, and I wasn't using enough. So to solve that problem, I thought about how to pressurize it, maybe use air pressure coming out of the thing to try and pressurize the tank to push the liquid. I don't know. But anyway, I did a baseline test to actually measure how fast the liquid comes out. So I propped the unit on my table saw, I filled it with 1 gallon of water, just plain water, and I put it at a slight angle so that it's approximately the way that I would hold it while I'm using it, put a cup underneath it, and let the water flow. It took 2 minutes 34 seconds for 1 cup of liquid to come out. 1 cup, okay? 8 ounces. 2 minutes 34 is 154 seconds. So I did some math, and I calculated that 8 ounces in 154 seconds is actually 1.46 gallons per hour. Okay, so that was my baseline before I did anything, and I wanted to see what kind of an improvement I can get. So my solution, rather than pressurize the tank, I decided to try a pump. This is a little electric pump that I got on eBay. It came directly from Taiwan, cost me a few bucks. I had the 9-volt battery connector. I just wired it up and soldered it on, and this end just gets plugged in. It just basically put it right in the line, and I put it around this with a zip tie just to hold it to see, you know, again, it's a hack. I know it's a hack. This is not professional in any way. I just want to find a way for me to get these chemicals in my yard. That's really what I'm trying to do here. So I hooked this back up in the same test on my table saw and ran it again, got the same 8 ounces out of the machine. With the pump this time, it came out in 46 seconds. So again, did the math. 46 seconds is 4.89 gallons per hour, almost 5 gallons per hour. That's actually 3 times faster. At 4.89 gallons per hour, a gallon of my solution should come out of here in about 12 minutes, continuous use. So I can go really fast, and I would expect to use at least a couple of gallons on my yard. It's a big yard. So now, we're going outside. Oh, one more very important thing I saw the pros do. They used protection. Well, that's a good thing. And you know what? They use them all day long. I don't know if using it once every 3 weeks is really going to be harmful to me, but I'm not willing to take that chance. So for less than $15, I got a respirator that is suitable for paint spray and pesticide applications. And it's got replaceable things on the side. And believe me, even when this thing is on, you can't smell the exhaust from it. It's really pretty good. And the other thing is goggles. I wasn't using goggles to begin with. And not that I ever get the spray in my eye, but maybe it's overspray, whatever. My eyes were a little bothering me afterwards. So guess what? I'm going to use goggles. So between these two things, I should be good to go. Now we're going to head outside and give it a try. So I found the best way to mix it and get it on so that it's not too heavy is to put it right here on my garbage can. So I'm going to mix it right here too. I'm going to make a gallon of it. I'm going to use 1 ounce of Bifin and 1/2 ounce of Psychic. Squeeze it. It's got a little measuring thing right here on it. I already shook it up a little bit. it up a little. And believe me, it's still a little unwieldy. Now I'm going to prime it. Okay, there we go. Now the trick is getting it started. For that, I'm going to start it on the ground, but I'll put it back up. Alright, that was good. I used 2 tanks on my yard. It took longer than 12 minutes to empty the tank. I think because the liquid, once it's mixed, is thicker than regular water. But all in all, I think it worked out very well. So the best thing about it is the ability to blow up. That was great because I've got a lot of tall trees and tall bushes, and especially over behind the pool where we get eaten by mosquitoes all the time sitting at the pool. So being able to blow up into those bushes was fantastic. So I really like that about it. And of course, being able to use more chemical and go faster is just what I like to do. It's a big yard, so I got it done in about a half an hour, something like that, maybe 45 minutes. But I'm going to do it again in another 3 weeks, and we'll see. Everything should be mosquito free for a few weeks. So right now it's July, and this is like peak mosquito season with all the humidity here in New Jersey. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
Visit my website, HandyDadTV, for more great ideas and information. Be sure to subscribe to be the first to know when new videos are posted.